quiet and gloomy and sad. Let's go ahead and update you on the roads. Well, I guess I do have a bit of good news. The good news is that we are seeing some of the accidents get cleared out of the way. It's getting so much calmer out there on the roadways this morning. But the issues we do have, boy, are they causing so many headaches. Starting here at 78 eastbound, we still have this overturned vehicle at exit 18, and now the delays have grown to over 2 hours. So extremely backed up on 78. They are still working to clear the area. In the meantime, you do want to avoid the area and take an alternate route just to work your way around that. We also have a new incident popping up, but this one not quite as bad. A disabled vehicle right at the Cross Island Parkway southbound at Utopia Parkway, right at the bottom of the Throgs Neck. Again, delays starting to build, but nothing like we've been seeing across the board in some areas. Alternate side parking is suspended for the day, initially because of snow removal, but as you can see, not a lot of snow. Meter rules, those are still in effect. Corey and Suki, back to you. Yay!
See? Everyone gets it. Everyone's happy now.
Now they're doing the conga line. Are we doing the conga line? I think we're going to stay tuned because we are queuing up some music and we're going to have the festivities because next week we need to celebrate that. Take two! Now.
We'll get it eventually.
Now. They won't do it.
There you go.
There you go,
right.
Bobby. I like how Bobby, look at Bobby's little tuchus. Look at Bobby's tuchus.
Today starting at 5.
This is because we don't fool around.
Here you go.
It's going to be Cinco de Mayo soon.
Party for
right.
The party's going to start.
Party next week. So
for next week.
Go.
This is the celebration for midweek.
Right.
String us all cricket.
Guacamole.
Hey.
Amor. El sol, un coronito con sol.
Right. But we have to wait. We can't party yet because we have to get through this
I know.
morning.
You just ruined it.
I'm sorry. I'm
going to keep mine.
We do got to get through today first, but it's not.
And it's clearing up, right?
It's already starting to clear up, except for places of South Jersey. You'll see it a little 8 degrees. So if you see around the area, everyone basically still below the freezing mark at this point. All right, let's talk about the wind chills because it's cooler than it actually is outside. 22 degrees. This is what it feels like. It feels like the teens for areas up north. Feels like 25 in Belmar out on the island. Islip feels like 19 degrees right now. Shirley at 25 degrees. Here's the storm system starting to make its way off the coast, so that is the good news. We're just about out of the woods. The only place is South Jersey still has a little bit more way to go because the system is coming from the south and making its way off the coast. Once it does, that is the good news because we do have some high pressure coming in behind it. First, want to get to our winter weather advisory for those areas of South Jersey. Who's going to see a little bit more? Ocean and Burlington County. That's for 1 o'clock this afternoon. Let's go through the temperatures because, like we said, things are going to change. 30 degrees. This is by 9 o'clock this morning. Islip over at 31. We start to get toward your afternoon time. 39 degrees. Feeling a little bit better. Newburgh over at 38 degrees. Then we get into Saturday morning. You're waking up early. 29 degrees. So still a chilly start to your weekend. 30 degrees for Islip. Then we get into your afternoon time. Feeling better. 40 degrees. So we're starting to get up a little bit more each and every day. Sunday morning, 31 degrees. So we're not starting out in the 20s. We're starting out in the 30s. And by the afternoon time, 46 degrees. We have Newburgh at 43, Belmar 43, Islip over 43, West Hampton at 42 degrees. Here's your 3-day forecast. So like we said, got to get through today. 38 degrees, looking much better into Saturday, into Sunday. We'll have your full 7-day forecast. Then we can party about the Wednesday coming up a little bit later. For now, let's go to Marissa Torres in the traffic center.
And a lot of people are going to be partying once they get through this morning's commute. Some areas still seeing extensive delays, and we'll get to those in a second. A new accident popping up LIE Expressway westbound. This is right at Little Neck Parkway. 1 lane blocked as a result. You can see it there. But LIE also dealing with just some normal commuter traffic, especially as you approach the Kew Gardens interchange. Otherwise, though, when I talked about those delays, Staten Island, I was talking to you. Take a look at the Staten Island Expressway. These extensive delays leading to the Verrazano. Earlier, we had an incident on the Verrazano and some work being done. Well, it's still playing catch up to that. Budget the time there, maybe go up through Jersey instead of into Brooklyn. That's going to save you time as well. Subway check, northbound train delays on the F and the G between 4th Avenue all the way to 9th Street. This was because of signal problems earlier that they just haven't seemed to really clear out of the way yet. The rest of your major transit lines, they are doing okay this morning, so there's a glimmer of hope for you. But maybe check ahead of time because it is a little chilly out there and you don't want to wait outside longer than you need to. Alternate side parking is suspended. Meter rules, those are still in effect. Back to you guys.
Yeah, it's good to hear things are at least improving as you right now. She's on 78.
And a headache. You know, it definitely is better. You can see from the shot behind you too, guys. It's clearing out. the city just about out of it at this point, but we still have a little bit more way to go. It's going to go through your morning commute, and then it winds down by 5 o'clock or so. You can see some peaks of sunshine, so it's going to be a lot better. Temperatures closer to seasonable for the weekend. We should be where we're supposed to be, into the 40s for the weekend, and then a real taste of spring by early next week. We're talking 60s. Some areas could even possibly see that 70-degree mark. Temperatures, though, right now, we got to get through today first before we get ahead of ourselves. 31 degrees in the city, Sussex at 21, Newburgh over at 21 degrees, so everyone's still below the freezing mark at this point. It will start to warm up as the day goes on, but still below normal. Here's that storm system. So the city's starting to get out of it just a little bit as this starts to make its way off the coast right now. You can see it's coming from the south. That's why areas like Burlington County, Ocean County, they have that winter weather advisory till 1 o'clock because the snow will stick around a little bit longer, maybe about 1 to 2 inches they'll see down in South Jersey. Now, as it starts to make its way off the coast, we have some good news. Here it is, this big old high pressure system. This is what's going to warm up those temperatures because you start to get that nice warm air from the south, and that will bring in those temperatures into the 40s and the 50s, and then, yes, the 60s by midweek. It's going to feel a lot better. Getting through today, though, how much snow are we talking about? Really not much. Tracing an inch in our area. Down in South Jersey, like we said, 1 to 2 inches, and that's where you had that winter weather advisory. Let's take a look at the next 7 days because it looks a lot better. So we get through the 30s for today, where we're supposed to be for the weekend, into the 40s. Then by Monday, plenty of sunshine, 55 degrees. Tuesday, 61 degrees. Ah, yes, Wednesday, 63 degrees. That is going to feel pretty nice out there. Let's get a check of your roadways. Marissa Torres, over to you.
Lisa, thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. Some good news just to kick things off. The problems that we had earlier on the F&G have cleared, but residual delays there. Let's take it to the maps, though. Let's talk about the roads. I'm looking out my window and still seeing some snow falling. And as Lisa said, you're going to see that depending on where you are. Maybe it's clearing up where you are. But the roads are still a little wet out there, so take it a little bit slower than you normally would. Still keeping an eye on some incidents north of the city. Springbrook Parkway southbound, right near the Bronx River Parkway. 1 lane blocked as a result of this accident. And then not too far away, Parkway northbound, right near the Cross County, we have the right lane blocked because of another incident. So the delay is starting to kind of seep into each other. But this is also in addition to just the regular morning commute that we see as the traffic picks up. Excuse me, 78 eastbound, we still have this extensive delay, about more than 2 hours at this point. Left lane blocked because of an overturned vehicle, and you can see going all the way past Clinton Frontage Road, these delays not really easing up. Stop and go traffic again on 78. Checking back here, we've been keeping an eye on the George Washington Bridge upper level. Inbound, we had a disabled vehicle. Well, now you can still see in the thick of the morning commute, the delays only getting worse. We're telling people avoid the George if you can. Had a coworker just texted me saying he's stuck in this. Head down to the Lincoln, the Holland. They are doing much better. A little bit of delay, but nothing out of the ordinary over there. Alternate side parking is suspended on this Friday, but meter rules are in effect. Back to you guys.
Just a tough morning all around for the
As you start to head further south, you're going to see tie-ups in the Bronx. You're going to see tie-ups around on the FDR just after the George. Even though the George is seeing those heavy delays as people come across, once you get across, you are in for a further wait time. So keep that in mind as you head across. The rest of your Hudson River parkways are holding up just fine. Alternate side parking is in effect, and so are meter rules. Korinsugi, back to you.
Yeah, you're showing all the insights.
Understand the first 7 minutes of Thursday's debate. We take you, which led to Trump talking about his hands and more. Perhaps the most surreal moment of a presidential debate.
Breathe. You can do it.
When they're done with the yoga, can I answer a question?
I really hope that we don't.
Let's stop fighting.
Cinnamon. Milk. Cinnamilk. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Crave those crazy squares.
Cinnamilk.
When I first took Jake home, we ate anything. Until I decided we both needed to eat better. Now, Jake gets Purina Cat Chow Naturals Indoor, a nutritious formula for indoor cats with no artificial flavors. It helps to control hairballs and maintain a healthy weight. So these days, we're both eating better, naturally. Purina Cat Chow, nutrition to build better lives.